What if carbs are not your real problem? What if it's how fast your body turns them into sugar? And what if 3 common spices could slow that process before it even starts? Not after the spike, before it. Stay with me. This changes how you think about food. Everyone says the same thing. It's just cut carbs. But here's the uncomfortable truth. In 2026, cutting carbs alone is failing more people than ever. Why? Because modern foods are engineered to digest faster than your metabolism can handle. White rice, bread, even healthy grains, they don't wait. They hit your bloodstream fast. The real trigger isn't the carb itself. It's an enzyme, alpha-glucosides. This enzyme's job is simple. Break starch into sugar. Do it quickly. Do it efficiently. And the faster it works, the sharper your blood sugar spike. So instead of fighting carbs all day, what if you slowed the enzyme instead? That's the real leverage point. Here's the shift most people miss. You don't need to burn off sugar later. You don't need extreme restriction. Now you need a biological shield at the digestive level. When alpha-glucosides is slowed, starch breaks down slower. Sugar enters the blood gradually. Insulin doesn't panic. Same meal, different response. This is where specific spices do something very different from supplements or drugs. They don't force the body, interfere gently at the source. And not all spices do this equally. First, cinnamon, but not the kind most people buy. Cassia cinnamon is harsh, high in coumarin. It's not ideal for daily use. Ceylon cinnamon is different, milder, cleaner, coumarin-free. Its polyphenols interact directly with carbohydrate digesting enzymes. Think of it like turning down the speed dial. Not blocking digestion, slowing it. This makes it suitable for consistent, daily metabolic support. Fenugreek works differently. It's rich in soluble fiber. When it hits the stomach, it forms a gel-like matrix. It does 2 things. First, it slows gastric emptying. Second, it delays glucose absorption further down the line. So instead of sugar rushing in, it queues up. This matters because slower entry means lower peaks, and lower peaks mean less insulin stress. Now cloves. Cloves aren't about digestion speed alone. They're about damage control. They have one of the highest antioxidant densities of any spice. During a high-carb meal, oxidative stress rises, blood vessels take the hit. Clove polyphenols help buffer that stress. It's protecting vascular tissue while digestion happens. This is protection during the spike window, not after. Let's simplify the science. These spices contain polyphenols. Polyphenols are sticky molecules. When you eat them before carbs, they physically bind to digestive enzymes. Not permanently, temporarily. That binding slows the enzyme's ability to break starch into glucose. Less breakdown in the small intestine. Lower glycemic load per bite. And here's the key insight. This approach doesn't just chase blood sugar numbers. It targets insulin resistance at the cellular level. It's less insulin demand over time. Less metabolic friction. That's the difference between managing symptoms and improving metabolic flexibility. Timing matters more than quantity. The goal is a preload. About 10 to 15 minutes before your first carb bite. It's not after the meal. Not hours earlier. Before. How to use it without ruining food. Option 1. A warm tonic. Warm water, Ceylon cinnamon, crushed fenugreek seeds, a pinch of clove powder. Option 2. Meal seasoning. Add it to soups, stews, savory dishes. Keep flavors subtle. This isn't about taste dominance. Recent CGM-based observations show that small, consistent doses matter more than large ones. enough to influence digestion, not overwhelm the system. More is not better. Timing is. This isn't a diet trick. It's a mindset shift from restriction to proactive intervention. Instead of fearing carbs, you manage their impact. Wearables now make this visible. CGMs, smart rings, metabolic trackers. You can see your response, adjust dosage, refine timing. This creates bio-individual precision, not guesswork. Over time, the goal isn't control. It's flexibility, stable energy, fewer crashes, a metabolism that adapts instead of overreacts. Carbs are not evil. Your biology just needs support. Sometimes the most powerful tools aren't new drugs or extreme diets. They're ancient, precise, and used at the right moment. If this changed how you see food, you're not alone. If you want more strategies like this, stay connected, because metabolism isn't about willpower. It's about timing, chemistry, and leverage.